What is it like to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex? Not a skeleton in a museum, not a plastic toy being smashed against the couch by a 5-year-old, but a real, most dangerous predator of its time, 12 tons of muscle, teeth, and bad intentions. Your life begins in darkness, not in silence, but under pressure. You are curled up inside a thick, leathery egg, buried in warm earth. The world outside is muffled but alive. Heavy footsteps pass through the ground. Distant roars sound like thunder. Something gigantic moves nearby. You do not yet understand fear, but your body already does. Instinct tells you to move. You push against the shell. Crack! Again, a crack, another push, and suddenly, light. A dazzling prehistoric sun strikes your eyes. Hot, humid air fills your lungs. The world smells of swamp, ferns, blood, and something dead that's been lying here for a week. Welcome to the Late Cretaceous period. There are no hospitals here, no laws, and definitely no support service. So if you're already scared, imagine how the small dinosaurs feel. And while you haven't been eaten by a giant predator yet, you can subscribe to the channel. It's literally the safest decision in this world. The ground is shaking not because of an earthquake, but because of her. Holy crap! Almost 12 meters long! Pure muscle, a head the size of a small car, jaws with teeth bigger than a kitchen knife, and each one capable of crushing bones. One step from her is enough to accidentally crush you. But she doesn't do it. She stands over the nest and watches. A living killing machine with a maternal instinct. What do you think? How interesting is this idea? Write in the comments. You didn't choose this life, but evolution has already placed its bet on you. Your childhood is nothing like a cute nature documentary. In the Cretaceous period, there are no lullabies, no warm home, no safety. There is only survival. You grow at a furious pace. In just a few years, you become bigger than most predators. Your skull grows larger, your muscles become thicker. You quickly come to understand the main thing. Hunger is not discomfort. Hunger is an order. Your first hunts are not very majestic. You chase after small dinosaurs through dense thickets. You have too much strength and too little coordination. You look less like the king of nature and more like a runaway truck with no brakes. You trip, fall, crash, run into ferns, and bite at the air. Your mother watches from the sidelines. She doesn't help because in this world, weakness is cured by extinction. And one day you finally succeed. A small dinosaur ends up in your jaws. Warm blood fills your mouth, the prey stops moving, and something inside you falls into place. This is what you were made for. Years pass, and your body transforms into the perfect machine of domination. Your eyes look straight ahead. Binocular vision. You judge distance perfectly. Even through dense vegetation, you notice the slightest movement. Your sense of smell becomes almost absurd. You can smell carrion from kilometers away. In fact, you are a giant prehistoric bloodhound. Only if a bloodhound weighed as much as a bus, and then there's vibration. A herd is far beyond the horizon, but the earth is already sending you information. Every step the herbivores take travels through the ground and into your bones. You don't just see your prey, you sense it. As a teenager, you already scare everything around you, and this isn't even your final form. Smaller predators steer clear of you. Herbivores get nervous the moment they sense your presence. The entire ecosystem knows a simple rule. If a T-Rex spots you, you're going to have a very bad day. And you're still growing. At around 12 years old, you reach your full size. 12 tons, nearly 40 feet long. The most powerful bite of any land predator in Earth's history. Your jaws don't just cut, they crush bones, snapping between your teeth like dry branches. Scientists believe that your bite force could exceed 30,000 newtons. Simply put, if a modern human were to accidentally end up near you, stress would be the least of their problems. You roar not for effect, not because you're angry. You're marking your territory, and when your roar echoes through the forest, everything around falls silent. Birds take to the sky, small animals hide. Even the insects seem to grow quieter. For a few seconds, this whole world rests solely on you. But strength does not mean peace. Every hunt is a risk. You attack giant herbivorous animals, creatures with horns, armor, and tails capable of breaking bones. One wrong move, one injury, one infection, and that's it. There are no doctors here, no antibiotics, no motivational videos about never giving up. A serious injury means a slow death. That's why you become cautious. You don't waste your strength for nothing. Even though movies portray you as a monster constantly running at top speed, in reality, you rely more on ambushes. You're too heavy for long chases, but you don't need to be. You are an explosion of power. A few seconds of chaos and that's enough. Imagine you are a triceratops. You calmly eat plants. Life is beautiful, birds are singing. And suddenly, 7 tons of teeth and rage burst out of the bushes. And that is your existence. You are a prehistoric panic attack. By the way, if you liked the video, give it a like. Because YouTube's algorithms, unlike you, have evolved in a very strange way. Sometimes the hunt fails, the prey escapes, and you lose strength. Hunger begins. Days go by, then more. Your stomach tightens, every movement becomes harder. You start looking for any food, carrion, an injured animal, even leftovers from other predators. Because survival doesn't care about your pride. People like to imagine apex predators as invincible, but the reality is much harsher. You're not just a monster from a movie, you're an animal trying not to die every single day. And now, other tyrannosaurs appear. They're not friends, not family. These are your competitors. One of them enters your territory. Big, covered in scars, already experienced. You slowly circle each other. A low growl rumbles through your chest. Jaws open, the sun glinting off your teeth. Neither of you wants this fight because even victory could kill you later. But instinct has already pressed the start button. You crash into each other. Jaws snap, muscle slams against muscle. The impact literally shakes the ground. One bite tears open your shoulder. Pain shoots through your entire body. You respond instantly. Your teeth sink into your opponent's bone. The fight ends as quickly as it began. The weaker Rex retreats. Blood runs down your skin. He's still alive. For now, you remain standing, but new scars cover your body. And scars matter. Each one is a story. A failed hunt. A battle for territory. A moment when death was just a second away from you. Your face gradually becomes a map of survival. And honestly, if dinosaurs had Instagram, you'd look like a pro after 10 seasons of a survival show. Years pass, you grow old, you become slower. Old injuries ache during long journeys. But even now, your very presence changes the ecosystem. Herbivores alter their migration routes. Scavengers follow your hunts. Entire food chains are reorganized simply because you exist. You are not just an animal, you are a force of nature. And despite all this chaos, sometimes there are strange, peaceful moments. Morning mist over the swamps, sunlight filtering through giant trees, distant sounds of water. For a few minutes, the world seems quiet, ancient, almost beautiful. And then something nearby starts screaming, and everyone remembers where they live. This planet is brutal. Huge insects buzz in the humid air. Pterosaurs fly overhead. Giant herds of herbivores move across the fern plains. The world looks alien because it truly is alien. There are no cities, no roads, no telephones, no taxes. Honestly, the last one actually sounds pretty good. But there's no medicine, no pizza, no air conditioning. Evolution loves balance. You keep surviving season after season, year after year. Floods inundate the forests, droughts dry up the rivers, fires destroy entire territories. And yet you hold on. Millions of years of evolution have made you perfectly adapted to this world. And then one day something changes. The sky looks wrong. At first it's barely noticeable. Animals grow nervous, birds take off chaotically into the air. Even the air itself feels tense. And then you see it all. A streak of fire in the sky, bright, impossible. It gets bigger. You don't know what an asteroid is. You don't know the word extinction. You only sense that even the world itself is suddenly afraid. Then there's an impact somewhere far away but so powerful that the ground literally shakes beneath you. Shockwaves travel across continents. Forests ignite. The sky fills with ash. Days grow darker, then colder. Plants begin to die, then the herbivores, then the predators. Entire ecosystems collapse, not because of weakness, not because of mistakes, but simply because the planet itself has changed. You wander through a world that is dying. The cold returns, stronger than ever before. The familiar rhythm of life disappears. The king of the Cretaceous period cannot fight the sky. And gradually, the age of the dinosaurs comes to an end. Your species ruled the earth for over 160 million years, longer than humans have existed at all. And even the most fearsome predators in history turn out to be temporary. This is the strange truth of nature. No one rules forever. Not kings, not empires, not creatures capable of shaking the earth with every step. You were a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Everything around you was afraid of you. You were made for domination, forged by survival, a living symbol of primal power. And about 66 million years later, a child in a museum will look at your skeleton and say, "Wow, what a big chicken." The worst part is, technically, she wouldn't be entirely wrong, because dinosaurs didn't disappear completely. Birds are their descendants. So after millions of years of evolution, endless struggle, and absolute domination, your distant relatives now steal French fries near train stations. Evolution is a very strange thing, so write in the comments which dinosaur you would like to be. And just don't say pterodactyl because that's not even a dinosaur. Paleontologists are already tired of explaining this. Your reign lasted millions of years, and then it just ended.